But actually, if you want to be a race driver, you can't be afraid of having a no. That's life, obviously. There's plenty of dads in here that have had no's all their life and they still continue to. But you cannot allow that to stop you. In fact, Andy Prio, who we work with at iZone, he said when he came over from Guernsey, he did a deal to get a caravan. He dusted off his old Volvo and said, I'm going to go to England to be an F1 driver. He left his fiancée at home and off he went, and he thought, where am I going to go? Silverstone. So he just drove up to Silverstone, chasing this career to be an F1 driver, and he hadn't even raced on a circuit at that point. And he was in his early 20s, he wasn't even young. So you wouldn't give him much chance. No money, no real history apart from hill climb, and he was going to go and chase F1. And when he got to Silverstone, just at this main gate, he didn't know where to stay, so he slept outside, and then eventually did a deal with the company that's just on the right-hand side, still there now, of Silverstone entrance, and he slept in their yard, in his caravan, and that's where he started his empire. And he said to me, and he became to become triple world champion, test driver for Williams, so he did pretty damn good with not a bean, no money, but he had a simple rule that gave him the biggest jump, and that was, I have to speak to 300 companies before I get one yes. And then that raised his standard of what he's expecting of himself. And that's a rule. And when I said of creating a matrix of your own, of seeing the world a certain way, it's them kind of rules that make a difference. And I spoke to someone else who's getting sponsorship nowadays. He's raised 200 grand a year on his own. He's only in his early 20s actually. Tim Zimmerman, who does, a few of you know him, he does the Porsche Carrera Cup. All his own sponsorship, because his dad said he can't pay for it anymore. And he's got 130 to 1 is his ratio. So it's interesting, these two people, one did it 20 years ago, one's doing it now, and they've got a similar rule.